Good morning students and welcome to our new class. Today we are here with the third lesson from your supplementary book, that is the desert. Okay, you have already studied about the desert in your previous classes and you have already studied it in your SST classes also. Okay, today this is going to be just a reminder, or we can say that just a repetition of your previous study. Okay, and there are some clues about the lesson. The first clue is a desert is generally without water and vegetation. Second thing, a green pitch with fresh water and green trees in the middle of a vast desert is a beautiful sight. And the third one, a desert may be too hot or too cold. These were some clues about the lesson. Now we will start the text. Those of us who live in region covered with forest and surrounded by hills may find it difficult to imagine what a desert is really like. Means the person or the people who are living in the forest covered area or surrounded by hills. Okay, it is very difficult for him to think about the life in the desert. Okay, the popular belief is that it is an endless stretch of sand, water, where no rain falls and therefore no vegetation grows. And there is a popular belief and there is opinion that the desert is endless stretch of sand. Okay, means it is spread in a endless area and the area doesn't get the rainfall. Okay, that is why there the vegetation doesn't grows. Vegetation means plants. Okay, plants and trees. And next one, it is dry, hot, waterless and without shelter. Okay, people believe that it is dry, hot and waterless also, and it is also without shelter. Okay, shelter means you can say in simple words homes. But this is not entirely correct. For those who have studied it, the desert can be a beautiful place. Means the above sentence are not entirely correct. Okay, he means those who have studied about the desert and they will find that it is a beautiful place to live, and it is also the home of variety of people, animals and plants. Okay, who or which have already learned how to survive in this hot and dry conditions. Okay, I think all of you have understood the first paragraph. We will move to the next. True, the ground is not always hidden by a cover of grass, plants and trees as it is in the other climates, but whenever it rains, which is rare, desert flowers bloom and the sight can be as rewarding as that of any tropical garden. Okay, it is also true that the desert is always not covered with grass and plants and trees, okay, like the other climatic areas, but it is also true that whenever it gets the rare rainfall, the desert flowers also bloom, and this sight, the scene is also very good for our eyes. Okay, very pleasant to our eyes, like the tropical gardens. Okay, means whenever it gets the rare rainfall, the deserts also looks very beautiful. Now we will move to the next one. There it is. A desert is not always a flat, unchanging wasteland of dry sand. It may have mountains and hills. It may have an oasis, big or small. An oasis is like a green island in the middle of desert where a spring or a well gives plants and trees a better chance to grow. A desert may be hot like the Thar or cold like Ladakh, but generally speaking, if a place has little or no water and vegetation, people usually call it a desert. Okay, we are moving here again. In this sentence, the narrator want to say that a desert is always not a flat place, okay, and it is also not a unchanging wasteland. Wasteland means a barren land, means which is not fertile, okay. It is not always like that, okay, means it has also mountains and hills, and there are also some places which are called oases, which are sometimes very small, sometimes big, okay. And we will try to find out what is oasis is. It is also given here. An oasis is like a green island in the middle of a desert where a spring or a well gives plants and trees a better chance to grow. Means, as you can see here, this is the picture of a oasis, okay. This is a area where the trees and plants grow near the well or a pond, okay. This could be a very big and very small, okay. This area is known as oasis, and this area also gives chance to the animals of plants to grow well. Now next one, a desert may be very hot, okay. That can be very hot like a Thar desert, and it could also be very cold like the Ladakh, okay. But when we generally speak about a desert, okay, it is a place where no water and vegetation, and people also call that place a desert. Have we got this? Now we will move to the next one. Some deserts are almost totally without water. In such places, strong winds blow rising heap of sand and depositing them as mounds. These are called sand dunes that shift and move endlessly across the desert. Few plants can survive on such dry shifting sands. At first we will try to understand the meaning of some words. Like there is a word heaps. Heaps means piles, okay, group of sand in this sentence, okay. And there is another one also, mounds. Mounds means hillocks. Hillocks means a small mountain, we can say a small mountain of sand, okay. Now we will try to understand this paragraph. Means there are some deserts are almost totally without water, okay. In that kind of places, strong wind blow raising heap, means the strong wind put some sand with it, and it the wind deposit that sand into the another place, okay. And as mounds, these one are called mounds, okay. And after that, these are called sand dunes that shift and move endlessly across the desert. Means what happened, the wind put some sand with it, and after that deposit it into the another place, and that place also becomes mounds, okay. And the wind moves continuously in that areas and deposit the sand dunes from one place to another place, okay. And there are few plants which can survive in these conditions. Means where there is very low amount of water, means totally without of water, we can say that there are very few plants who can or which can survive in these conditions, okay. I think all of you have understood the first part. There are some comprehensional questions. As you can see, the first one, from the first paragraph, pick out two phrases which describe the desert as most people believes it. If you will go to the first paragraph, you will see that there is a phrase like an endless stretch of sand. Okay, that was the one paragraph which people thinks about the desert. And second, as you have found that dry, hot, waterless and without shelter. Okay, these were the two paragraphs, and there are too many paragraphs. You can find more than two also. Now the second one, the second part of first question, pick out two phrases which describe the desert as specialists see it. Okay, as you know that who have studied about desert, they came to know that it is a beautiful place. Okay, the first phrase, that it is a beautiful place, and the second thing they have also observed that there are the home of various people. Okay, animals are also there and plants are also there. Okay, means that when it was about the common people, most people believes that it is a endless stretch of sand and it is dry, hot and waterless and it is without shelter. But if the people have studied about the deserts, those who have studied the desert, they know that it is also a beautiful place and it is also the home of various people, animals and plants. Okay, now there is another question. Which do you think is an apt description and why? Means, which one do you think that the first one or the second one is the correct description about the desert? Okay, I think all of you will believe that the second one is the correct one. Those who have studied about the desert, they know that it is a beautiful place and it is the home of various people, animal and plants. Okay, now we will move to the next question. This is the question number 2. The phrases on the left in the following boxes occur in the text. Match each of them with a phrase on the right. Okay, means there are the phrases and these are the meanings. We have to match them. Okay, like the first one, an endless stretch of sand. Okay, so what could be the answer? The answer could be this one. Okay, nothing but sand as far as one can see. Okay, and there is second one, waterless and without shelter. So its answer could be no water and no shade. There is third one, an oasis. As we have already studied about oasis, that a fertile place. Okay, a fertile place with water and plants in the desert or in a desert. And there is the last one, hidden by a cover of grass, means not visible because the grass is thick. Okay, students, you can take the screenshot of it and after that you can write down it in your copy. Okay, now we will move to the second section, second part of this lesson. There are some clues about the second part. As you can see, the first one, desert plants and animals learn to require much less water than most plants and animals. The camel is a typical desert animal. The third clue is smaller desert animals have unusual means of satisfying their need of water. All living things need water in order to survive. Okay, as you know that all living things on the earth need water to survive. The few plants and animals that live in deserts have developed the ability to require less water than most plants and animals. Okay, you know that very well. In your previous classes you have studied that there are plants and animals who can survive in the desert also, and they have the ability to survive in these conditions. Okay, with the help of less water. But most of the other regions, in the other regions, the plants and animals can't do that, but they have adopted that environment. Okay, that is why they are able to survive in these conditions where there is the scarcity of water. The camel, popularly known as the sheep of the desert, can drink a lot of water at once time. Okay, as you know, you have studied that camel has the ability to sip that water, too much water at a time. Okay, that is why he is also called a sheep of desert, because he can survive in these conditions. Okay, camels can do without water for days together. Can do means there can survive. Okay, camels can survive without water for too many days. Okay, the reason is they sweat very little, and there is one more reason. The first reason was that they can sip water and they can store too much water. Okay, they can survive with the help of this water for a long time. Okay, because they sip water and they sip that too much at a time. Okay, that was the first reason. And the second reason is that they sweat very little. Okay, we sweat because we must keep our body temperature constant. The human beings sweat. Okay, they sweat means we sweat means human beings sweat because we have to keep our body temperature constant means stable. Okay, we sweat when gets hot, and this cools the body. Okay, whenever we get very hot, we start sweating. Okay, this sweating also helps our body to keep it cool. Camels can stand high body temperature. They don't need to sweat and can therefore retain the water they drink for long period of time. Okay, means camels, they don't sweat in a hot temperature, in a hot environment. That is how they are able to retain the water they have shipped in their body. Okay, this is the reason. That is why they can stay without drinking water for a long time. Now we will move next. The smaller desert animals do not drink water. They burrow underground during the hot day and come out at night to eat. Some of them eat other animals and get the water they need from the moisture in the meat. Okay, there are some smaller animals also. They do not drink water. Okay, but what they do, they burrow underground during the hot day and come out at night to eat. Means they go to underground in the hot day, and in the night when the temperature is very low, they come out of their burrows. Okay, and some of them eat the other animals. Okay, and they gets the moisture from the meat of another animal. Are you getting it? Means the small animals, they burrows underground during the hot day and come out in the night. Okay, and they kill the other animals and get the moisture from the meat of other animals. Others eat plants and seeds and get the water they need from plant juices. Okay, there are some animals who eat the other animals and get the moisture from the meat of others, and there are some other kind of animals, those who are vegetarian. They eat plants and seeds and get the moisture or get the juice from them, and that is how they filled the scarcity of water, and that is how they are able to survive in these conditions. Now we are moving next. Desert plants also adapt themselves into the life they lead. Means there are, in the previous paragraph we have studied about the animals, how animals survive in these conditions. Now we will discuss that how the plants survive in the desert. Okay, so in this sentence, the plants In this sentence, the narrator want to say that the plants also adapt themselves, okay, in the life they had in the deserts. Cactus plants store water in their thick stems. Okay, as you can see, there are cactus plants, they store the water in their thick stems. Okay, their roots lie close to the surface of the ground and quickly absorb the moisture from the light rains that occasionally fall. Okay, means their stems are not deeper into the sands, they are near to the surface. Okay, so whenever they gets rain, they also observe, whenever the desert gets rain, it the roots of that roots of that plants gets the water, gets the moisture from the surface. Okay, the major feature of all desert is of course dryness and variation of temperature. In humid climates, the moisture in the air act like a blanket and protect the earth's surface from the hot rays of the sun. As you know that the major feature of the desert is of course that is dryness and variation of temperature, means they becomes very hot in the day and they becomes very cold in the nights. Okay, in the humid climates, the moisture in the air act like a blanket and protect the earth's surface from the hot rays of the sun. Okay, but in the absence of this blanket, the desert lands causes the causes the desert to heat up rapidly during the day and to cool off rapidly at night. Means when there will not be any moisture, means there will not be any blanket, so the desert becomes very hot in the day and very cold in the night. Now this is the last paragraph. Deserts are an important part of nature's great plan. They are there like and dense forest and the deep oceans. Just because they are hot and dry, one should not look upon them as useless part of the earth. Means the desert are also important part. They are also a great plan of our nature. Okay, means they are also like the dense forest and deep oceans. Means the deserts have also the similar importance like the dense forest and deep oceans. Okay, means if they are very hot and dry, we can't say that they are not useful for the human beings. Okay, they are still very useful for the human beings. There are humans live in that desert, there are plants and animals also. Okay, I think all of you have understood this lesson. There are some question answers. At first, the comprehension question. A camel can do without water for days together. What is the reason given in the text? Okay students, please listen the answer carefully, because after this you have to write down the answer on your own. Okay, are you getting it? Means you have to write down all the answer on your own. Like the first question we have studied that a camel can survive without water for too many days. Days together means for too many days. What is the reason given in the text? Okay, we have already studied that the camel can survive without a water for days together. The reason is that it can drink a lot of water at one time. Okay, and the camels do not sweat. Okay, so this water lasts for days together. Have you understood the first question? Now we will move to the next one. How do the smaller desert animal fulfill their need of water? As we have studied that smaller desert animal fulfill their need of water from their food. Okay, some of them eat other animals and get the required water from meat. Other eats the plants and seed. They get the needed water from the plants juices. Okay, now there is third question also. In a desert, the temperature rises during the day and falls rapidly at night. What is the reason behind it? Why? Okay, you can write down the answer like this. Where there is a moisture in the air, it makes a protective cover for the earth. Okay, this blanket prevents the very hot rays of the sun reaching to the earth. Okay, so the temperature does not rise very high during the day. Okay, that was one region where the temperature doesn't rise very hot in the day. Okay, but the same cover prevents the heat from leaving the earth during the night. Okay, that is why there is not much variation in the day and night's temperature. Okay, and there is one more thing. There being no moisture in the desert, such a cover is missing. Means when there will not be any moisture during the day or night. Okay, so the earth becomes too hot during the day and very cold during the night. Means whenever there is the moisture, the cover of moisture, there will not be the difference in the day and night. Okay, the temperature in the day and night, there will not be any difference. But whenever there will be the absence of the cover of moisture, then that time the days will be too hot and the nights will be too cold. Okay, the temperature will rise during the day because there is not any the moisture cover, the cover of moisture. Okay, that is why the days will become too hot and the night will become too cold. Okay, that was the answer of that question, and we will also discuss this one also. Describe a desert in your own way. Write a paragraph and read it aloud in your classmates. Okay, this is a question for you, that describe a desert in your own way. Means you have to give your own definition about the desert. Okay, that how you thinks it a desert is. Okay, and write a paragraph. You have to write down a paragraph about it, and this activity cannot be completed like read it aloud to your classmate, because we are not able to conduct the physical classes. That activity cannot be done, so you will only do this one. You will write down a paragraph about a desert. Okay, and there is another activity which cannot be completed during this online classes, like go to the library and collect information about the lifestyle of people in the desert areas, their food, work, social custom, etc. Share this information with this group. Means this activity also cannot be completed during the online classes. So this was the lesson we have completed here. I hope you have understood the lesson and you will be able to write down the answer on your own. Thank you for watching this video.